A man, after serving 3 years in the military, finally returns home to host a celebration banquet. To his shock, his subordinate pushes in the body of his father wrapped in white cloth. Unable to believe it, he slowly lifts the cloth. When he sees that the person is indeed his beloved father, he feels as if the world has collapsed around him. Little did he know, the culprit behind his father's death was his wife's family. It all began yesterday. The man, finally returning victorious after 3 years in the military, decided to invite his father to the city for the celebration banquet the following day. He planned to give him a big surprise, but when his father arrived at his daughter-in-law's house carrying local specialties, he was met with disdain and hostility from the powerful family. They even sprayed disinfectant on him. Unhappy with their behavior, his father immediately turned to leave. But this one action led to his tragic end. Though he had been walking normally, he was unexpectedly hit by his son's brother-in-law's car from behind and thrown several hundred meters. And it didn't end there. When the brother-in-law realized the person he had hit was his sister's poor father-in-law, he callously chose to ignore him, even falsely claiming he had hit a stray dog. The clueless man, unaware, expressed concern and rushed to take him to the hospital. Little did he know, his father was lying nearby in the bushes, barely alive. At the hospital, the man asked his wife where his father was. His mother-in-law quickly lied, saying he had gone to meet old comrades. The man, not suspecting anything, was relieved. He even said the next day he would assign the old town renovation project to his father. Unbeknownst to him, right after he left, the brother-in-law immediately told them the truth. The man's father had been the one hit. Realizing the gravity of the situation, the two of them scrambled to cover their tracks. However, the entire incident had been witnessed by the man's father's cousin. Driven by curiosity, he went over to check, only to be shocked to find his cousin had already passed away. He tried to use the jade pendant to notify the man, but in his panic, he dropped it and it broke in two. At that moment, the brother-in-law's family returned to the scene. They loaded the old man into the car, intending to take him to the hospital's cold storage for further discussion. After they left, the man's subordinate, known for being sharp and observant, arrived at the scene. Nothing escapes her keen eyes. She found the broken jade pendant and immediately realized something was wrong. She remembered the man also had a matching pendant, so she quickly drove back to report to him. At this point, the old lady's family finally relaxed. But then the old lady's phone received a message. The man was trying to reach his father but couldn't get through, so he texted asking where he was. The old lady quickly snatched the phone and replied, saying he was drinking and not to disturb him. The man, seeing the message, relaxed, thinking his father was just being mischievous as usual. The next day, the man arrived at the hotel for the celebration banquet. His third uncle, wanting to tell the truth, was forcibly removed by security. Just as the banquet was about to begin, the wife suddenly received a mysterious phone call. She hurried to the kitchen. Soon, the man's subordinate arrived and reported everything that had happened the previous night.